How about davening in shul in the morning? Do we have to daven with a minyan and in a Beit Knesset? Those two questions are not the same. If you have an opportunity to daven in a minyan, but that minyan is being held in a private home, is there any difference between davening in a minyan in a private home or davening at a Beit Knesset? All of those questions are addressed in the Shulchan Aruch by the Mechaber. The Mechaber says in Siman Tzadi, Seif Tet, Yishtadel Adam Litpalel Beveit HaKnesset. A person should try very hard to daven in a Beit HaKnesset. Yishtadel, he says. Which means that if you can't daven in the Beit HaKnesset, of course you have to daven. You have to daven Shachris, Mincha, Maariv. You have to daven today 3 tefillot. Right? Im HaTzibur, the Shulchan Aruch says. That's the proper way to daven. In the Beit HaKnesset and with the Tzibur. The way the Mishnah Berurah understands this is Seif Katan Kav Zayin. Afilu b'yeshlo asara beveito, yishtadel beveit HaKnesset. Even if he has 10 people, guests, children, they're all over the age of bar mitzvah, in his home, he could daven in his home, yishtadel beveit HaKnesset. It's better to daven in the Beit HaKnesset. And he references himself further on, Sif Katan Nun Hey, Seif Yud Chet in the Shulchan Aruch, Beit HaMidrash Kavua, Kadosh Yoter Mi Beit HaKnesset, U'mitzvah Litpalel Bo Yoter Mi Beit HaKnesset, U'hu Sheyitpalel Ba'asara. So the Shulchan Aruch is answering the question, if I have a choice between davening at a Beit HaKnesset, which is exclusive for davening in a Beit HaMidrash, where we usually learn Torah. So the Shulchan Aruch says the Beit HaMidrash, a permanent Beit Midrash, is more sanctity than a Beit HaKnesset. And therefore, if you have a choice between davening in the Beit HaKnesset or davening in the Beit Midrash, you should definitely daven in the Beit Midrash. Of course, we're talking about the Shulchan Aruch says, V'hu she'yitpalel ba'asara. The first criteria is davening with a minyan. Only after that, if both places have a minyan, then we could say which of the two places is preferable. About this, the Mishnah Berurah adds the following. Even if in the Beit HaKnesset Ika Rov Am Hadrat Mel, even in the Beit HaKnesset hundreds of people daven, and in the Beit Midrash only a small number of people daven, nevertheless, preferable to daven in the Beit Midrash. And this is especially true for someone who learns in the Beit Midrash. Kidei shelo yivatel milimudo lelech lebeit HaKnesset. He says, if not for the fact, but the Mishnah Berurah says that, we're probably talking about people who learn in the Beit Midrash. And therefore, it would be a shame for them to spend time walking from where they are to a Beit Midrash. That would certainly be in the category of wasting good Torah time. And so, better to daven in the Beit Midrash. But if that matter was not the case, he says, Habalav Hachi Rav Am Adif. In other words, if you're standing out of you're on the street, and one side of the street there's a Beit Midrash, and the other side of the street there is a Beit Knesset where hundreds of people may assemble to daven, then he says certainly Rav Am Adif, that the fact that one has a larger community than the other, that's preferable. The Mishnah Berurah quotes the Pri Megadim in this matter. To summarize, it's important to daven with a minyan. It's important to daven in a Beit HaKnesset. It's important to choose the place to daven where there is Berov Am Hadrat Melech. But if you learn in a Beit Midrash and you're sitting there in any event, it would certainly be unreasonable to expect you to get up and to go to a Beit HaKnesset in spite of the fact that there's Barov Am Hadrat Melech.